Hello guys, this is Rachel. I'm the second year engineering student of U of A. Today I'm going to show you how to make the homemade butter. I'm sure you will find it super easy when you know the science behind it. First of all, let me ask you a question. Do you know what's the difference between the milk and the cream? Well, for the milk, mostly it is water. It contains 5 to 10% protein and fat globules. But for the cream, it contains higher. It contains 15 to 25% fat globules and protein. Well, you may want to ask, what is fat globules? Globules is a kind of membrane that's full of fat. You can picture it like a water balloon. So what happens in the milk and the cream is that the fat globules does not dissolve into water. Instead, it just suspends throughout the water. It is called stable suspension. Stable suspension means the particle does not dissolve into water. It just suspends throughout the water. And what's more, the bigger the globules, the slower it can move. You can see that the cream normally is thicker than the milk. This is because the globules in the cream is bigger than that in the milk, which makes the cream liquid go slower, move slower. Okay, let's talk about the homemade butter we are going to make today. There is a very important step to make the homemade butter. This is shaking. Why? Because while shaking, the fat globules will smash against each other and then they break apart. The fat molecules inside are spilling out, and the fat molecules comes together to make the clumps. With more fat, the clumps get bigger. Once the clumps is big enough, they will be separated from the water. This is how the butter forms. Now, we've already know the science behind it. Now let's do our homemade butter. What we have today is a piece of aluminum foil, 2 plastic containers, heavy cream, and a glass of cold water. Make sure your heavy cream is in room temperature. If you just take out from the fridge, please let it sit for a few hours to reach to room temperature. And you have to check the percentage of the heavy cream. Mine is 33%. It is the heaviest I can find in the supermarket. The heavier, the better. Now, what we are gonna do is, first step, you just pour some heavy cream inside your plastic container. I will let the heavy cream reach to half full. Remember to leave some room inside the container so that you can shake it. And then I will close my container. And then what you are going to do is shaking really hard. While shaking, you can notice the cream inside getting thicker. And gradually you can see there's some little butter have been separated from the water. And you just keep shaking and get more butter out. Oh, wow, Now I've shaken it for 10 minutes. Let's see what is happening inside. Let's see, what do we have right now? What magic is happening? Dun, 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 dun. You can see the butter is there, and there also some milk. This is called a buttermilk, and also the lid is stick with a lot of butter as well. What I'm gonna do is I will use a knife to separate the butter from the buttermilk and make them into the ice water. The ice water will help it to make it firm. And also the water helps us wash the buttermilk on the butter. And then I will pour the buttermilk into another bowl and keep it into the fridge. Don't waste it. It's a good ingredient to make the pancake or the cake. What I'm gonna do is gently wash the butter in the ice water. I will put it into the aluminum foil. Then make it a nice shape. Okay, I've already given it a nice shape, like this. Let me know if this activity works for you and follow our social media to see more fun videos. Thank you for watching. Bye!